Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Motivation, the show where we help you align your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul. I know that you had a beautiful iftar, and I know that you had a beautiful suhoor, and I know that your body is now starting to feel energetic, and you wonder, how is it possible that I am capable of doing so much in Ramadan, and I'm not capable of doing that much out of Ramadan? Surely I should be less productive now. Surely my energy level should be at its lowest. But no, this is the beauty of fasting. When you put the right fuel into your body, the molecules start changing and your body starts rewiring, resetting itself so that it starts functioning optimally. It starts changing within you. Can you visualize this with me right now? How the entire body is completely changing into a beautiful, calm system that is working to give you the best possible energy to be able to sustain your day, and yet at the same time to do what our sole purpose on this earth is to do, is to worship our Almighty Allah. Imagine having so much energy that doing this becomes clarity in your life. And we can only find this clarity if we put the correct foods into our body and if we are careful with what goes into our system. Because the reality is, most of us are so focused on the neck up and creating a good mindset and gaining knowledge. And yes, there is so much beauty in that. But how many of us are focused on the neck down and what actually happens in the stomach, which is the first brain, in the stomach where everything begins? You ever had that gut feeling about something? Notice how much more in tune you are with yourself, with your gut feeling, when your stomach is at its emptiest. Because there's nothing in there clouding it. There's nothing in there that is changing your perception in a bad way or even blocking your perception. Instead, you're feeling energetic. Instead, we are able to do so much more. And now we are truly appreciating how this body is resetting. And this is what I want you to feel. I know it's difficult at that moment of hunger. We are so accustomed to and we are so wired to fill our stomachs to its full when we are hungry. So yes, when the adhan goes, we think to ourselves, let me just get as much in as possible, read my salah, come back, and then again get as much in as possible. But no, this is not the way we should do it. When the adhan goes, I want you to break your fast the sunnah way. With our dates, with our kajur, eat the kajur, drink the water. And that is all that you need at that exact moment. Once your veins are wet, once your tongue is sweetened, go and read your salah. Read it beautifully. Read it with contemplation. Read it with concentration. Read it with khushu. And it is in that moment you will truly appreciate the day that had just passed. Once we are done with our salah, we sit with our Quran for a bit. And only 20 to 30 minutes later, when our stomach is ready to absorb what we need to give our stomach, it is at this moment that we will eat the correct foods. It is at this moment that we start feeding our bodies the protein and the carbohydrates that is required. It is not a rush where we need to eat it and eat as much as possible as soon as the adhan goes. No, that is going to be detrimental because your stomach shrinks as the day goes on. And all of a sudden, in that small vessel of a stomach, you want to shove in as much food as possible, and this is where indigestion comes in. This is where lethargic feelings set in within the body. This is where you feel like you're not even able to get up off the table, let alone do anything else. So it stems and it starts with you portioning and giving the right timing to how you eat. So understand, it's not about just stuffing your face. Understand, it's not about putting in as much as possible. But rather, when the adhan goes, I want you to break your fast with water and kajur. Go and read your salah. Let the stomach get ready. Let the digestive system open up. And in that moment, you won't just overeat. You will eat the amount that you require to push on for the remainder of the prayers. So please be careful. understand how beautiful it is of what you went through the entire day. And in that moment then, appreciate what's going in. And we can only show appreciation by doing things slowly, calmly, appreciating it when it's going into your mouth, not shoving it in. Knowing that your mother stood in that kitchen, your wife stood in that kitchen today, you stood in that kitchen today, preparing an iftar. How beautiful is it that everyone is sitting around and we are grateful to our beloved Allah for what He has truly given us. And then we look after our bodies, we speak to our families about the importance of nutrition and why we are eating what we are eating, because our body is an amanat and looking after it is an ibadat. This is motivation. And let me motivate you.